Hey guys, back. Continuation, step 2, moving everything over. All the corals except for the mushrooms are out of the 120, and everything's into here. It wasn't fun. Didn't have a container big enough for that huge rock in the center, which I've had since I started this hobby, which is roughly 5 years. It was one of the first purchases I made with live rock, and that's a huge piece, as you can see. It's one nice big cavey looking piece of rock, so I've never gotten rid of it. Some other pieces I've gotten rid of over the years. There's still quite a bit of live rock left in the 120 where the fish are at, just so they don't get too freaked out, because I took the lights off just so I can get everything out and started unplugging everything. Unplugged the sump, got it over here. Got to get some more tubing so I can run the overflow. Go on a little different on the overflows. Of course, I'm keeping the CPRs just in case, and the CPRs are gonna, well, one of them anyway, are gonna go on here in the meantime until I wait for my overflows to get here. So yeah, that's where it's at this point, step 2. I'm trying to get these Hagen Aqua Clears off of here as soon as possible. They're just, you know, they're fine. You know, these are the Aqua Clear 70s, as I previously mentioned, but you know, they just they do surface agitation, which is fine, but they also do splash, and believe it or not, you know, I mean, from that distance from the water up, it's still splashing up on the lights. So, you know, it's just the surface exchange in the bubbles. You know, the bubbles aren't too bad, but they're bad enough that they pop, and you know, they get everywhere. You know, that's where all the salt creep is from. It's just from these hang on the backs. So, you know, they work. Hang on backs work fine for salt water for the most part, but you know, it just means more maintenance as far as salt creep cleanup, which is what you always try and cut down on. So I was gonna wait before I disassembled the sump from the 120 and got it over here, but I went ahead and got it over here. But unfortunately, I don't have enough tubing for the return. So the way it's gonna work, the way the sump is set up, because I do have another sump, but it's pretty much going to be the same aspect ratio as far as return to the pump, or to the tank, and also flow from the tank. So basic idea, it's going to be one sump for 2 tanks, 55 on this side, 55 on this side. The overflows are going to be on the far edge over here, and I'm going to hard plumb them in, PVC down, 45 down here, same with that tank. The stands are a little off as far as the 55s, so I got this stand's actually a little higher than the other one, so it's going to be off a little bit, but what can you do? But anyway, the overflow is going to go on that side, on the far side there, and then when the 55's here, and after this shit's moved, it's going to be on the far side of that tank, and it's going to creep down and go in. I'm going to, like I said, hard plumb.